everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing this makeup look. I actually recreated my graduation slash debs slash prom kind of makeup. I don't really know what to call it because so many people call it so many different things. But basically this is the makeup I wore for my graduation. I wanted to recreate it because I do want to do a series on my channel where I do like different kinds of graduation makeup looks, and I talk about it more at the end of the video, but I just thought it'd be nice if I started off by recreating my graduation makeup. So this is what it looks like. If you have any questions, just leave them down below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and let's get started. Cool. So to start off today's video, I have my foundation on already and my brows. Now on the day of my graduation, I did wear L'Oreal True Match foundation. That's not what I have on today because I only have it in that one shade and it's way too dark because I had a spray tan. But that is the foundation I wore on the day. Even though I had like MAC foundations and stuff, I still went with the L'Oreal True Match because I looked up like what foundations and that caused flashback, and not that the MAC ones came up, but one that really didn't was the L'Oreal True Match, and I knew there'd be like loads of photos and stuff on the day, so I ended up just going with that one, and I actually really liked it. I haven't worn it since. I don't even know where it is. I haven't worn it since that day. I don't know why, but I really liked it and it lasted all day. Like, I started getting ready that day at about 9 or 10 in the morning, and the bus wasn't collecting us from the hotel where our graduation was until 5 o'clock in the morning. So like, that was a really long time. Like, I probably didn't go to bed until around 6 or 7. So, and I had my makeup on that whole time. So it definitely lasted me. And if you are looking for a foundation but you don't want to get a MAC one, or you just want to know what I wore, that is what I wore that day. And I'm pretty sure I used the Sleek Brow Kit because I hadn't tried the MAC one at this stage, and I'm nearly 100% sure it was the Sleek Brow Kit. But anyway, moving on to my eyes, I'm going to prime them with Painterly from MAC because I'm 100% sure I did that day. And I'm just going to use my finger. I took off my nails as well. If you see my last video, you would have seen they were really long and yellow, but I don't think you can see it from here, but I did like rip like half my nail off because I got caught in the door, and this nail is like bruised at the side and stuff. So yeah, that was like a traumatizing experience, and I don't know if I'm gonna get gels again. I say that now because I'm just being dramatic, but like, I think they were just too long, but it really hurt, and I'm just not going to go back for a good while. So I'm just going to prime my lids now. So now the stuff that I have that I used on the day, stuff that I still have, I'm going to use that. So like shadows and everything, I'm going to use the exact same, lipstick, everything like that. So this is the palette that I used that day. It's the MAC 15 Warm Neutrals palette. I was obsessed with this when I first got it. Like, this was my favorite palette of all time. I still I'm absolutely obsessed with it. Like, I really love it. Like, it has all the colours that you could need. So I'm going to use this one to set my concealer, and this is Brulee. So now I've moved in a little bit closer just so you can have a closer look. So for my crease, I'm going to mix this shade and this shade, and I'll get the names on the back. I'm pretty sure you can buy all of these like singly. I think 1 or 2 of them are exclusive to the palette, but I'm pretty sure you can still buy them all singly. So this one here is Saddle, and then this one is Butter Fudge. So I'm going to mix 2 of them in my crease. And then I had this colour just in the outer corner of my eye. So this is the shade Divine Decadence. And now for my almost 3/4 of my lid, I'm going to be using the pigment Melon from MAC. This is one thing that like I 100% remember about the day, because my dress was like kind of like a nudie champagne colour, and I was looking for like, I wanted to do like rose gold eyes, and I looked everywhere and I was looking up rose gold pigments and everything, and this one kept coming up, so I ended up buying it for the day. And I don't really wear it that much now, but it's actually really nice. It's gold with like reflex of pink in it, so I'm gonna pop that on like the kind of 3/4 of my lid. And I am gonna mix it with some Duraline. I think on the day I mixed it with, I don't know, I definitely mixed it with something. I can't remember what it was. It wasn't glue anyway, or like duo or anything. It could have even been water, but I am gonna mix it with a little bit of Duraline, and then I'm just gonna press it on top onto the lid. So that's what the pigment looks like. It's really like bright and really blinding. So I'm just gonna like blend that out a little bit. And if I was doing this now, I'd probably carve out my lid, and I'd probably like be a bit more smoky with it, like a little bit darker. But I probably would carve out my lid and leave it more like this, as opposed to like blend it out like this. So that's what the eyes should look like. It's mad that like I did my makeup, because I wasn't particularly good at makeup, because that was like 3 years ago, and I wasn't like particularly amazing at makeup, and I definitely wasn't qualified or anything, so the fact that I did my own makeup is just a bit mad to me. But I knew what I wanted, and I went out and bought what I wanted for what I wanted. So I don't know, if you feel like doing it yourself, then I don't know, just do it yourself, because you know what you want, and then at least you'll have all the time to get ready. That's the main thing with me. Like, I knew I'd have all morning to get ready. I just had to go and get my hair done, but other than that, I had all the time in the world to get ready. So it's up to you though. If you don't feel confident, don't do it, but if you feel like it's something you'd like to do, then just go for it. So now I'm going to go off camera and add a wing, but I am going to say that I'm going to use the Inglot gel liner now, but I know on the day I used the MAC Fluid Line gel cream in blackout or something. It was definitely the MAC black gel liner, but after I started using the Inglot one now, I'd never go back to it, because it dries out really quickly and it's not even like that amazing. I definitely prefer the Inglot one, so that's what I'm going to use today. I haven't got the MAC one anymore anyways, but I'm going to use the Inglot one today, and I'm going to do, I only had like a tiny wing, so I'm going to create like a really small wing, completely different to what I normally do. So I'm going to go and do that, and then I'll be right back. Cool, so now that I have my wings on, I'm going to go in with my concealer. I can't remember what concealer I used on the day. Like, I have no idea. I'm pretty sure I used my Crown Brush cream contour and highlight palette though. I'm pretty sure I used that, so I'm going to use a little bit of my concealer to highlight, and then I'll use a little bit of my Sosu cream contour just to contour. So I'm going to take my Sosu palette in shade 4 and I'm just going to cream contour a little bit. Now I know I set my face using the MAC Studio Fix powder in NC25, but I only have a little bit of my NC20 left. So I'm going to set it with the Revolution pressed powder and translucent, and I'll mix it a little bit with the MAC Studio Fix powder. And I did use Hoola to contour on the day, but I can't find mine anywhere, so I'm just going to use shade 6 from the Sosu palette. And I am 100% sure I used MAC Soft and Gentle to highlight, so I'm going to use that now. And now moving back to my eyes, I'd be pretty sure in saying that I use this to highlight my inner corner and brow bone. So this is the shade Hey. This one here. And I know that this one is exclusive to the palette because I went to try and get a refill for this and they didn't have it. They said it's an exclusive shade to this palette, but I did get another shadow that's very similar to this, but this one is exclusive to the palette. And then for my lower lash line I used this shade, which is Dark Brew. And I'm going to pop on some mascara. I'm going to be using the Penny's Curl Power. I can't remember what mascara I used on the day. So for lashes, I'm going to use the Sosu lashes in the style New York. These obviously weren't the ones I used on the day. If I was graduating today though, I would 100% wear these. The lashes that I wore on the day were the Primark Sultry lashes. I normally have like 100 boxes of them, but I'm actually just all out of them at the minute. Otherwise I would have 100% worn them for this video. I still love them and they're still like so cheap and so easy to use. I think they go with like every single look. But yeah, so they're the lashes that I use on the day, but I'm just going to pop these ones on today because they're all that I have. Cool, so now that I have them on, I'm going to move on to lips. So I'm going to use the Penny's lip liner in Toffee just to line my lips. I don't even think I used a lip liner on the day, but I just want to use one now. And now for lips, I'm going to be using Vegas Volt by MAC. It's a coral. As you can see, I've barely ever used it. I think it was just that day that I had my grad that I used this. I looked everywhere for like a coral lipstick that would match this pigment, and I googled it and I did everything, and Vegas Volt came up a couple of times with the melon pigment, so I was like, I'll trust them. So I got it, and I actually really liked how it looked on the day. It wasn't like too intense or anything, and it is a really nice shade. So that is the lip. It's really creamy. I think it's an amplified lipstick, but it is really like creamy and moisturising to wear. And I actually really like it. So to set my face, I'm going to be using the Fix and Perfect setting spray from Penny's. On the day I used the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, and oh my god, that stuff is amazing. I would 100% recommend that if you have like an event or something and you really need your makeup to last all day, because I got it for my graduation and it didn't budge. I mean, I think that's like the main reason why my makeup didn't budge, because that setting spray is just amazing. So if you are like looking for a good setting spray, I would really recommend that. And you can get it in a travel size as well, so it's smaller, if you just want to try it out, or if you just want it for that like day or whatever. So for today I'm going to be using this one, and I actually really like this one too. It's only €4, and I really noticed a difference in taking off my makeup. It's a little bit harder to take off, which is good for me. It says weightless and invisible, seals makeup oil free, so I really like it. So I'm just going to set my face with this, and it's a really fine mist as well, which I really like, and it smells like, you know them sweets, the little like ball ones, are they called like fireballs or something? I think that's what they're called. They're little like red ball sweets. It smells exactly like that anyway. So this is the finished result. I forgot like what it looked like, and now it's weird like seeing it, because it was like exactly like this, obviously a lot more dark, like tan wise, but yeah, this is literally the exact makeup I wore. I had a lot of fun recreating this. I didn't know if I'd be able to, because I didn't know if I'd have all the stuff, but I actually did have like majority of the stuff. The main thing was like the pigments and the shadows and like the lipstick and stuff. I do still love that pigment. I think I'm definitely gonna like play around with it a bit more, because it's really nice, and I do actually really like this lipstick. It's just not a colour that like you'd normally go for, so maybe have to like play around with that one a bit more. But yeah, so this is the finished result. I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to do like a kind of like series thing where I do like different graduation looks, or different like Deb's makeup and stuff. So this can be like the first one, because this is the one I wore, and then I can do maybe like a smoky one, like a classic one, like do a few different ones, just so if you are going to Deb's, or it is your Deb's and you think you might want to do your own makeup, or if you're just looking for like some inspiration and you know what you're wearing but you don't really know what makeup would go with it, I'll do a few different like makeup looks just to see, and you can see what you think, and maybe one of them will suit what you're wearing. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Leave me a comment if you like my makeup, and if it's something that you'd wear, or if you'd like to see, like maybe if you want to send me a picture of your dress and I can tell you what kind of makeup I think could go with it, I can do that for you too. But yeah, I will see you on the next one.